Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for tips, advice, and insights into financial planning and life in general. Today, we're diving into a topic that is super important but often gets ignored: why Americans shouldn't wait until 50 to start planning for retirement. We've all heard the phrase, "I'll start saving when I'm older." But there's a serious issue with that mindset, and it could cost you your financial future. Let's talk about why waiting until you're 50 can be a huge mistake and why it's so crucial to start early. This isn't just about saving more money, it's about making sure you have options as you get older, especially when it comes to your career. So, let's get into it. First, let's talk about ageism. Now, this is a huge factor that many people don't consider until it's too late. The unfortunate truth is that ageism in the workplace is real, and it can affect your ability to secure new job opportunities as you get older. By the time you hit 50, you might find that your career opportunities are fewer, especially in industries that value youth like tech, media, and even sales. According to the ARP, nearly 1 in 5 workers age 45 or older have experienced age discrimination in the workplace, and this number continues to rise. Now, I'm not saying everyone over 50 is going to face this, but there's a pattern. Companies may start to view older employees as less adaptable, less tech savvy, or even more expensive. The sad reality is that many employers prefer to hire younger workers who are willing to work for lower wages. This all becomes a big problem for people who didn't plan their retirement early enough and now have fewer job options when they're in their 50s or 60s. So imagine you've worked for 30 years and now suddenly your industry isn't hiring people your age anymore. If you've waited until you're 50 to start planning for retirement, this could really limit your financial security when you hit those later years. And that's why it's so crucial to have a financial cushion by the time you're in your 40s, not in your 50s. Now, let's talk about something really important: the median salary at different ages. A lot of people don't realize that the older you get, the less you might be earning on average. This can make it even harder to catch up on retirement savings. Let's look at some numbers. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, here's the average salary by age group in the US. People between the ages of 25 to 34 have an average salary of around $44,000 per year. 35 to 44 earn around 54,000 on average. 45 to 54 earn about 58,000. But by the time you hit 55 to 64, the average salary drops to about $55,000. And for those 65 and older, it's around 50,000. So, as you can see, people in their 50s and 60s often see their income plateau or even drop, whether it's due to getting passed over for promotions or just working fewer hours as they approach retirement. The reality is, your income is not going to be growing as fast as it did in your 30s and 40s. If you wait until you're 50 to start planning for retirement, it's a lot harder to make up for lost time. Your income might be lower, and your ability to save might be more limited. That's why starting early is key, especially when you're in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. The earlier you start, the better position you'll be in by the time you hit your 50s. So, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in your financial arsenal: compound interest. This is what makes starting early such a game changer. Let's say you start saving around $300 a month for retirement when you're in your 30s, and you earn an average annual return of 7%. By the time you're 60, that money would grow to over $350,000 just from those monthly contributions. But if you wait until you're 50 to start saving, you'll need to save way more every month to catch up, about $3,000 a month to reach the same goal. That's a big difference, right? Now, if you're starting early, you get to take advantage of those years of compound growth, and that's a huge advantage. But if you wait until your 50s, you lose out on that early momentum. The math doesn't lie. So let's break it down a little further. What does waiting until you're 50 actually cost you? Let's say you're 30 right now and you start saving $300 a month for retirement. If you do that until you're 60, assuming a 7% return, you could end up with over $350,000 a year. But if you wait until you're 50 and then start saving that same $300 a month, you might only end up with about $50,000 a year, if you're lucky. even though you'll have saved the same amount per month. You're losing 10 to 20 years of growth, which can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. That's money you could have had to help you live comfortably in retirement or to take advantage of different opportunities in your later years. All right, I know there was a lot to take in, but here's the bottom line. Don't wait until you're 50 to start planning for retirement. The job market becomes more challenging as you get older, and your salary typically starts to level off or even decrease. Starting early gives you the power of compound interest and the time you need to build a solid retirement fund. So, what should you do now? Here are a few actionable tips. Start saving early. Open up a 401k, an IRA, or just a simple brokerage account. The earlier you start, the better. Contribute regularly. Set up automatic contributions to make sure you're always putting money aside. Diversify your investments. Don't just throw all your money into one stock. Make sure you have a diversified portfolio. Maximize your employer benefits. If your job offers a 401k match, take full advantage of it. Don't leave free money on the table. And finally, cut expenses where you can. The less you spend now, the more you can save for the future. It's never too late to start planning, but the sooner you get on track, the better your financial future will be. Thanks again for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and share it with anyone you know who might be in their 20s, 30s, or even in their 40s. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and insights. Let's make sure we're all ready for a comfortable and stress-free retirement, no matter our age. See you next time.